Dear brothers and sisters, we'll start in about 1 minute. Okay. Good evening and warm welcome to Brother Joe and brothers and sisters around the globe to Wondrous Lotus Sutra discussion. Before we start, let us invite Brother Joe to lead us in paying homage to Triple Gems. Let us pay our respects for these teachings and explanations to the Buddha and Master Cheng Yen by making true sincere vows. Please rise, come together. First bow. Second bow. Third bow. And bow to our beloved Master who could join us today. Okay. So today we have Mr. YY as our first. Sister Lacey, Brother Edward, and Sister Rachel. Yeah, okay, now let's hand over to Sister YY. So YY, over to you.
Okay, cảm ơn Sister Lily. Okay, cảm ơn Sister Lily. Good pleasant evening, Brother Joe, brothers and sisters. Thanks for joining us tonight. Firstly, cảm ơn Sister Siu Ching for giving me this opportunity to facilitate this review session of the Lotus Sutra by Brother Joe. Tonight, we have 3 sharers from Pure Heart Sign Language team, Sister Lacey, Brother Edward, and Sister Rachel. Cảm ơn for agreeing to share your insights with us tonight. Now, let's have a quick look of our 3 sharers in actions.
Thank you for giving me such a warm embrace, staying by my side when I feel sad.
Our first sharer is Sister Lacey. Sister Lacey has been with Siji for 7 years. Brother Robert, our host for post-WAD sharing, used to call Sister Lacey our specialist of CBI cases. Sister Lacey is also the writer of Siji 3-in-1 team. Sister Lacey will be sharing her thoughts, her insights for episode 918. The Buddha teaches all equally. Let me just read the stanza. The Buddha turns the non-retreating Dharma view according to sentient beings' capabilities. In the words of the great tricolocosm, bodhisattvas are as numerous as dust. Sister Lacey, are you ready? Sister Lacey, Sister Lacey.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Sister Bye. Good evening, our brothers and sisters. My name is Christina. Okay. First of all, thank you to Sister Bye for inviting me to share today. Today I'm going to share on episode 918, Buddha teaches all equally. Because Buddha taught us with one great cause to be of nature. Okay, next. Okay, my PhD actually started in Chinese school, and because of the affinity with Sister Brianna, she invited me to join the Saturday morning Dharma session that was hosted by Sister Sutra and Brother Joe. That's how I got involved into the Chinese school. Okay, next. Okay, English group actually has some unique lesson skills which is done in the Chinese group. So I'm quite fortunate to be part of it, so that I get to know to all the different kind of area that we can participate in. So sign language is one of them which I joined in August 2020, and I really love this sign language performance because I truly enjoy the City song a lot.
Sister Lacey, I can't really hear you. Your mic have a problem. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Okay, then I try with my
Is it better now?
You say yeah, better a lot.
Is it better? Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, can.
Okay. Actually, English group has got many unique blessing fields, which I don't find it in our Chinese group. This sign language is one of them. And I especially enjoy the Tzu Chi songs a lot because they are very meaningful. And more so when it's displayed with Soul performance, because it really brings out a deeper level of meaning. And also the joy, when you hear the song and it resonates with some of the charity work that we did in Tzu Chi, that's the part I really enjoy most. But I'm not a diligent Soul student, I must admit. I only practice during the Sunday session with everyone. You see this picture, I noticed that the love shape. Actually, this one we recorded, it was recorded from home. And on that day, I didn't even prepare that love shape, and the brothers and sisters was helping me, giving me the measurement and whatnot, and I did it on the spot, So thank you for, everyone is like holding hands, so I quite appreciate, the relationship. Okay, next. Can hear or not? Okay, our best Soul teacher, Sister YY and Brother David, they really complement each other very well to make sure that we don't miss out, and we meet online almost every Sundays, and I really look forward to this weekly mini gathering. For me, it's kind of like therapeutic, because it's like a time for me to relax. I can leave behind all my problems and just concentrate on this. So and it merges into the joy of practicing. Okay, next. Okay, why we say that Buddha teaches equally to all? So in our Soul group, it's also the same thing. It's really open to all. So we have brothers and sisters from all parts of Malaysia. Some even from overseas, and now we even have other race, that join us. And even Sister Siu Chin, who have hearing problem also, she is joining us. So I can see that it's really open to all, and all of us are with different capabilities. I can see some of the volunteers here are very good with Soul. They just it's so natural. When they perform, I know I have a lot to catch up. I am so not that smooth, and I'm also not a diligent student, so I'm not that good yet, but time we have to pick up. But it's a blessing that our teacher never give up on us. Every time they will patiently guide us from the beginning. Every Sunday, even though
we practice like the second week, the third week, the fourth week, they will start from the beginning to make sure that everybody can catch up, And sometimes even to the extent of giving private tuition if some of us could not make it for the session. So I really salute our Seoul teachers. Okay, next. Next. Okay, and the lessons learned. I think patience. I think Sister YY is truly, very patient, very patient with every one of us. Guide us every week, repeating the same thing over and over again, to make sure that, before we start the session, everyone is like, at least at some same level, so that when she starts the music, all of us can catch up, So for me, because during after the practice, I really don't go and do the practice on myself. So I must make sure that I stay diligent not to miss the lesson. That's how I catch up. Okay, and then humble. I think everyone in the team are very humble. Especially I see our Seoul teachers. They are so good. But every time when we have recording at when we have group recording now, when there's opportunity, I don't see that they will put themselves at the at the front. They always go to the corner, to behind, and let us be on the spot that is more visible. So these people are really humble role model that we can learn from. And also I think on the harmony part, I think everyone come into the group with a very clear mind and very accommodating and very embracing, because I see that every time when there's suggestion to make changes, even though we have practiced a few times, but if let's say someone noticed that this part is like a bit too fast or a bit too difficult for us, for everyone to catch up, they will make suggestion, and Sister YY has never said no. Make sure that she will just have to make sure that when everybody is comfortable, then only that is acceptable to her. So very accommodating. So the whole group, it's really in harmony. Everybody can receive everything with open heart. So I'm very fortunate. There are a lot of virtuous friends in this group that I can learn from. That's my sharing today. Thank you.
Oh, cảm ơn Sister Lê Sim. Sister Lê Sim is also a very diligent so-called practitioner, I would say. And every time there's this Sunday practice, Sister, even though her schedule is very tight, she will definitely make her best to join us. And because Sunday so happened, there's also Brother David Liu's session. So Sister Lacey actually suggested, why not we start later, so that all the brothers and sisters would have the opportunity to attend both. So感恩 so much for the suggestion, and感恩for making this Seoul group, together, putting the bonding together.感恩 Sister Lacey. And today, Sister Lacey also will be sharing with us the recent flood efforts that she has taken part. This is all fresh from Awan. Okay, Sister Lacey?
Okay. I think we are very fortunate because there is such a big blessing field for us to cultivate due to this flood. So actually, we went to the Jalan Tiong-Nam. If let's say, if you all know, it's around Chowkit area. Actually, on Friday night, it starts to rain and the continuous rainfall for 2 days. So Saturday midnight, actually the whole Tiong-Nam area was flooded, and I think about 12 midnight, it was just like one foot high, So after, I think at 3 o'clock, it reached to 6 feet, So there are people, who get stuck, and then suddenly they have to switch off the electricity. So the whole place is so dark, So and very fortunate, because there are this NGO, the Bombarella team, they send boats to evacuate the flood victim. But because the the boat is can only carry 3 persons, you know, so it was quite slow lah. But fortunately, it only reached 6 feet. So those people with double story, they can actually climb up to the second floor. And okay, next. Okay, so this is the area. This is actually the Sunday morning already. So the water recede to up to like maybe 1 feet on Sunday morning. Okay, next. And how we come to know about this is because actually that was third Sunday, you know. So it's actually we have a recycle point there. So when our volunteers went there, they found that their point, the place is flooded, you know. So they couldn't carry out their recycle activity. So they went back to report to our leader lah. Okay, next. Next. Okay, so next. So this is the mother and daughter team that went to the recycle point and found that they couldn't carry out the recycle point. So immediately they inform our leader. So we think that we should prepare the hot meal. So instead they come back to our central kitchen. So we open our central kitchen to cook for the victims. Okay, next. Okay, so you see this volunteer, the master is always with us even though we are doing disaster relief effort. Next. Okay, so by about 12 p.m. We already prepared fried bee hoon and fried rice, and we prepared about 450 packs. The houses there are about 300 houses there that were affected, and there are some shops and also a lot of temples over there. Okay, next. Okay, so so by the time we reached there about 12, already the water has gone. So it's just very muddy, you know, the whole place. Okay, next. So we actually go home to home, you know, asking them whether they need food or not. Okay, so that's how we give them provide them the hot meals. Okay, next. So you see, everyone is carrying boxes of food. But we are more fortunate now. We are not like Sister Suisan. I have to trek through the water. For us, the water really subsided already, but still very muddy. So everyone is carrying a basket of food going from house to house. Okay, next. Okay, before that,
刚刚前天才做化疗回来，所以我们没有人手来帮忙我收这些东西啊。我有脚，所以背着我穿。衣服湿到我没有衣服穿。
没有关系。
穿毛巾咯，穿毛巾。
小心一点咯。好，
谢谢。
Okay, this lady, if you notice, you see her baju, I mean her clothes, she wear not only inside out, you know, but the front and the back also wrong, you know. So that shows how chaotic the situation is. And she didn't even have pants to wear. She just put on the towels, you know. And she just had her chemo done I think 3-4 days ago, you know, because she has cancer, and then the husband is stroke. So after she received the food, she was saying that she really would appreciate if someone can come and help them to clear up the place. So we took the message in, and we actually launched the cleaning exercise the next day for her. Okay, actually the next day we go and visit her again, and because the husband has stroke, we actually offered to take the husband to some home first for a few days, you know, so that after the cleaning exercise is done, then the husband can come back. But I think he didn't take up the offer. They prefer to stay put. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, and then as the news of the flood get out also, we because Tzu Chi want to launch the flood relief effort, so a lot of people know that we are helping. So these clothings were donated. They were new clothings, you know, they are all new, donated by some this garment manufacturer. They donated, I think, about 20 bags, you know, and it's keep coming again, you know. So the next day is we still have more clothes. Okay, next. So that night we have to go and sort out the clothing to make sure that we have all the different size put together, and we put in the big bag, so that the next day we go and distribute to the flood victims. Okay, next. Okay, this is when we had the cleaning exercise on, I think it's Wednesday. Don't know what's the date. It's on Wednesday. So we actually collaborate with the City Hall officer, okay, together in the cleaning exercise. Okay, next. Next. So the City Hall actually provide the big truck and the excavator to clean the rubbish. Okay, next. And then for Tzu Chi, we provide the labor lah. You know, we have the volunteers. I think that day we have about 100 volunteers that turn up to help in the cleaning exercise. And there are houses, shops, and temples that we help in the cleaning. Okay, next. Next. And it was drizzling that morning. So we start with the prayer song. Okay, next. Next. Okay, then after the prayer song and some briefing, so we head off because there were about 8 or 9 roads that was involved. So we divide, you know, each community take up a few roads to do the cleaning. Okay, next. Okay, so this is actually the back lane. See the, you know, it's really chaotic. And then we can see some warmth there, you know, because the Tzu Chi volunteers are in the middle of the mess to help the family to do the cleaning. Okay. Next. And we actually have to, because when we went there, it was already Wednesday. The flood is Sunday we started Sunday, so Wednesday is already 3 days. So a lot of some of the houses, they actually did the cleaning, clean up their house already. So we actually have to go house to house, you know, to ask if they need. Then only we go and help. Okay, next. Next. Okay, look at this house. The refrigerator I just bought 2 months ago and it's still on installment, you know. So, but everything is just gone with just one big flash flood. Okay, next. Next. Okay, this is the outer also, you know, everything just gone, you know. And look at the wall. It's already the paint is going to peel off, you know, after 2 days in the water. Next. Next. Okay. So because the house, because the water also, you know, is the water pressure is also very slow. So inside the house is still quite muddy. So they actually put, and also some of the things they have not cleaned it up. So there's not much space in the house, and also actually most of the cleaning is done in the back lane of the houses. Next. Next. Okay, so these are the cleaning done by the volunteers. Next. Next. Okay, and this Tzu Chi, you know, he took up the challenge to clean up the toilets, you know, and you know, and help to do all the because they are the young one, so they help to do all the heavy stuff. Okay, thanks. Next. Okay, this is cleaning the shops, the mini market. Okay, next. Next. Okay, so this one, you see the volunteers help them to clean up even the shelf, you know. So I think that I don't know whether it's this shop or not, or there's another shop. We even dismantle the whole shelf and then clean one by one, and then help them to assemble it up, you know, to put back their grocery. Okay, next. Next. Okay, this is another grocery store. This is the second time, because actually in 1971 that was the big flood that they encountered. So this shop owner says that this is the 50th time, another, you know, the second time they come back after 50 years. Okay, next. Next. Okay, they are helping them to clean up their grocery items so that they can open the shop as soon as possible. Okay, next. Next. Okay, and these twins, they are actually from Johor, you know, and because they know that the central central part has got this disaster, they voluntarily contact Tzu Chi, and from 4:30 a.m., you know, they drove all the way 400 kilometers to come to KL to help in the cleaning exercise. Okay, next. Okay, and then because also the shop is very narrow, so they have to use this, what do you call this car to put in all the stuff and then push it outside to do the cleaning. Okay, next. Okay, and this shop owner says after 5 days he can only did very little, you know. So he's very happy that Tzu Chi come and help to do the cleaning, you know, for them. Yeah. Okay, next. This lady, she was very sad, you know, when she shared the experience, but she is also very glad that, you know, there's no casualty and she is safe lah. Okay, next. Oh, okay. And she said that if without Tzu Chi, she will need more stamina, you know, more even additional one week or so also she won't be able to finish, you know. So she's very thankful of Tzu Chi's effort to help them with the cleaning. Next. Okay, just now I was mentioning about the clothing provided by the one of the supplier. So this brother, he actually after we have sorted out the clothing, and then he actually drove the lorry with all the clothing, and then he parked at a certain place at the flood. I mean that area, the relief effort area. Okay, and what we did next? And what we did is actually the volunteers go house to house, you know, to ask them whether they require the clothing or not. And we find out from them how many people they have, you know, what are the sizes they want. Then they will go back to the lorry there, you know, to collect, you know, to collect all the necessary, the right sizes. And then we go by motorbike, you know, house by house, you know, we go and deliver the clothing to them. Next. And we gave them with respect, you know, like Master always say, direct, then 重点尊重务实及时. So that's how, you know, because there are some disaster area where they just throw the clothing pile up, nobody go and take, you know, because they just, you know, people are so busy with cleaning up, they won't bother to go and get the clothing, because that is not the most important thing, you know. So for Tzu Chi, we really go and ask them what is their requirement, then only we give them what they need, you know. So actually that day, when we went through all the houses, most of the houses also accepted the clothing, you know. Okay, next. And then this sister, she was helping with the cleaning up, because all the clothing, there's a lot of mud. And okay, next. Then after the cleaning, actually the owner asked their help to send to the washing, the laundry to wash, you know, because they just clean away the mud, but still not clean. So the daughter actually, you see, pushed the cart with all the dirty clothing, walk to the laundry service to do the laundry, you know. And then because the laundry service, those are I mean the ground floor one, because it's also all flooded, so we couldn't find any. So in the end they found one at the hotel, you know. So it's a first floor, at the first floor, so only they managed to go and clean the clothing for her. Okay, next. Okay, and then there are a lot of temples at this area, you know. And then the temples is like, you know, each temple serve different clan, you know. So I think this temple is only because all these migrants from China, when they came to Malaysia, they will, you know, this is like a place for them to gather, you know, to gathering, and also for prayers, and also it's a place for them to put their ancestral tablet. Okay, and then this one is the incense burner. The whole, actually that bowl is actually full of rice, you know, to actually for them to put the jaw sticks. And then because of the water, the rice become cooked rice, So they have to, they were telling me the rice there is already from beginning until now, So they have to take out because it's like cooked rice, they have to throw away and everything have to, they have to clean up the whole thing and then start fresh again. Okay, next. Next. Okay, and this is part of the kitchen. It's all full of mud that we have to use a water jet to clean. Okay, next. Next. Okay, and you see this volunteer is actually from Penang. When they heard that KL has got a lot of places that is flooded, they actually drove the car, from Penang and came down and go to all areas to help, and they were very careful. You see, even though a corner, everywhere also they will try to clean up, to make sure that everything is done properly. Okay, next. Next. Okay, this is the Ziqing that is helping. He's all sweating, but he's so happy. Next. Next. Okay, so after clean up, you can see the place is really, when you look at it, you also feel happy. Okay, next. Next. Okay. And this guy, he is the treasurer of this temple. He said that this flood is due to the Klang River overflow, that caused, and this is the first time that this temple hit the flood, because it was started after the 1971. That was the first time they had flood, but they started later. This temple was built much later than that. Okay, next. Next. And he's very happy that Tzu come and help them, because they wanted to have a meeting on Saturday to discuss about the repair work and whatnot. He said if we didn't come and help them, they would not be able to have a proper place to have the meeting, And he also said that the ancestral tablet was floating everywhere, so they have to ask their next of kin to come back to make sure that they put at the right places. Okay, next. And then he admit that, as part of the, as someone on this earth, we also have the responsibility. So actually he already he said that every time when they have got prayers, they already cut down the jaws papers, to minimize it, but he said it cannot be stopped completely, because it's like a tradition from China, and it's very difficult to get everybody to come to a common understanding, but he said he will try. Okay, next. Next. Okay, this is another temple that we do the cleaning. There are I think 5 temples there. It's all serving different clans. Okay, next. Next. Okay, so after the cleaning, next. Next. Okay, and this temple, this lady, this is the only temple that survived the two big flood, because this is the first temple in that area. It was built before 1971. Okay, next. Next. Okay, this lady, she is the caretaker. She actually inherited it from the mother-in-law to be the caretaker for this temple. And actually her house is just a few roads away. And she said that she has a duty to this temple, and also to fulfill the wish of the mother-in-law. So she also cannot be bothered to take care of her own house. To her, the temple must be cleaned up first. But she said, fortunately, she has her daughter-in-law that handle the house part, and then she herself, get some of the relatives to come and clean the temples. Okay, next. Next. Okay, so this is the temple. Okay, next. Okay, for this caretaker, this flood actually, the lesson to her, she said that actually we don't need a lot of things, so she has that some realization, I would say. It says, shouldn't be keeping too much things, life should be simple, because when we were there, they have got a lot of prayer stuff that need to be pushed out. She says she can't even do it, and she don't understand why she needs so many of them, and she said that, for herself also, when the daughter-in-law trying to help to clear the things, she saw that there are a lot of nice clothes that she never wear, and she just couldn't understand why she needs so many things that she never use, So she said after this, it was a good lesson for her. He said life should be as simple as possible, so that we don't have so much. Because during the flood, they were, because when the flood came, they were also worrying about, what are the things to save first, He said, there are so many things in the mind. She don't even know what are the things that is important that should be saved, because like everything is like important, So it's like the whole mind is like clogged up, with all the things that she has, So doesn't really know where to go and what to do, what is the best to do. Okay, next. Okay, and we have this, she is actually our donating member. This is the first time she joined our relief effort. And she said she can't imagine if she didn't come up today, she doesn't know, how much damage was done, she said it's beyond her imagination, the damage, and the pain that the flood victim has to go through. Okay, next. And she is really amazed with Master's wisdom, because she said that Master's action is always, everything is like the victim first, and we always, Master always tell us to give the most realistic help to the victim, And she is also very respectful of the volunteers, because despite, having so many people together, things can be done very smoothly. Okay, next. I think that's all. Okay, this is the before and after certain scene, before and after the cleaning. Next. Okay, next. Okay, this is one of the house that we went in, and you see the cabinet, the cabinet, the plastic cabinet. Actually, we were trying to move it out, and this is the kitchen, and it was so heavy, So when we pull out the drawers, all the drawers, every drawer is full of water, And inside is actually all the dry grocery, all kinds of noodles, bee hoon, spaghetti and whatnot. And then when we open up, the water just gush out, and then, all the noodles is like soaked until like already cooked, can be eaten, So everything has to be thrown away. Even the owner also say, "Ayo, I didn't know I have so much things, cannot be moved at all, that cabinet, We have to remove drawer by drawer, to move it out, So actually the big lesson for us is lead a simple life, When disaster happen, you really know that, these are all the things, extra baggage that we don't need. Okay. Thank you. That's all my sharing. I think that's the last time. Okay, thank you.
So much. Deepest gratitude actually to Sister Lei Sim. It's actually a request for us to share the recent flood relief efforts. It's actually quite last minute kind of thing, and so happens Sister Lei Sim has taken part, I think, in this relief work at two areas actually. One, Sister Lei Sim is at the POC's house, right? And the many slides that Sister Lei Sim has prepared is more than 50 slides. The scenes are actually at Jalan Tiong Nam. So seeing all this situation is really very disheartening for us, looking at all the once very precious assets being destroyed by the flood. And in fact, it was 2 years back in 2017 when the flood actually hit Penang and Juru area. Now it's very close to us. This is actually in the KL city. Of course, the hardest hit state is in Selangor. And like what Sister Lei Sim mentioned, really very true. We just need, a simple life, and seeing all the material assets, being destroyed. And this is actually when impermanence struck us. At the same time, also very heartwarming to see many volunteers. They are there to lend their helping hand on very timely manner, seizing the opportunity to help the needy. And indeed, now the registration is open to invite volunteers to help in the cleaning works, actually at two badly affected areas. Sri Muda has started, and today, tomorrow, and Sunday is for Sri Nanding area. So taking this opportunity to urge brothers and sisters here to seize the opportunity to help the needy, to join in the force together. Remember this, unity is strength. Yeah, we need everyone's effort to chip in. Okay, and Sister Lily, we are supposed to invite Brother Joe to give us some words of wisdom. Sister Lily, may I know whether Brother Joe is in? Because we were informed Brother Joe has a last minute meeting to attend and couldn't join us in time. Okay, okay. I think if Brother Joe,
I think. Oh yeah, Brother Joe is here.
Oh, Brother Joe is here already.
But Brother Joe.
I think if
Brother Joe. I think. Oh yeah, Brother Joe is here.
Oh, Brother Joe is here already.
Brother Joe is. I think if Brother Joe. I think Brother Joe is here. Oh, Brother Joe is here already. Brother Joe is. I think Brother Joe.
Sister Lily, a lot of echo. Okay, then can we invite Brother Joe now? Brother Joe, Sister Lim has just shared with us.
Yes.
Thank you for Brother Joe.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here. Yes.
So, Brother Joe, shall we proceed? I believe Brother Joe just joined us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then shall we proceed to the next sharer?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
I apologize for joining late. Just finished the meeting with Shifu, and I'm listening. So please proceed with the next session. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Brother Joe. Later, maybe if time permits, we can ask Sister Lacim to share a quick glance, on all the so-called PPTs that Sister Lacim has prepared, with respect to the flood relief efforts. There are more than 50 over slides. Yeah, Brother Joe. Okay, now our next sharer is Brother Edward. Okay, Brother Edward joined Tzu Chi in 2013 and took part in a water repentance performance in 2015. And he was commissioned in 2018 together with his brother and sister-in-law. This is what a great affinity. So Brother Edward will be sharing with us his insight for episode 915. Practicing diligence and samadhi are the great medicinal plants. So here, just let me quickly read the stanza. Bodhisattvas being taught with skillful means have faith that they can attain Buddhahood. They can practice the 6 perfections to benefit themselves and others. With the skillful means of body, the Buddha used expedient methods in accord with capacities. He widely transformed all with wisdom so that they can apply the teachings with ease. Okay, Brother Edward, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay,
Sister
thanks.
Lawan.
Thanks.
Okay. Good evening, Brother Joe Huang, brother and sister in Dharma family. Today I will share episode 915 of Lotus Sutra. Practicing diligence and samadhi are the great medicinal plants. Becoming bodhisattva is our goal. So point number one, the Buddha taught us skillful means and let us understand cause, condition, effect, and retribution to realize that there are too many suffering in life. To eliminate suffering, we got to walk the bodhisattva path. This is what we have learned in the Four Noble Truths. While for the 12 links of cycling existence is a life from you were born until getting old and dead. Another lifetime pass. Because of all kinds of dreams, we understand the truth of the world. Everything is impermanent. By understanding skillful means are not enough. We have to go further to form aspirations, which is at point number 2, that give rise to bodhicitta and make vows to walk the bodhisattva path. In our mindset is to benefit ourselves while also benefiting others. So we build up our faith and our confidence at this point number 3, based from understandings as well as form aspiration and vows. To practice 6 perfection diligently, we must practice diligence on charitable giving and upholding precepts, and then practice patience and diligence in order to achieve samadhi and wisdom in bodhisattva path. At the bodhisattva path at point number 4, we are able to meet people. They can be our spiritual friends or give us reverse condition. We must feel grateful for them that giving us a chance to practice, because each person is our spiritual training ground that guide and help us to succeed. We also practice right samadhi is to train our mind. Should always be like being alone in mountain. Make sure our mind are not disturbed by the crowd. From my understanding, the bodhisattva path should not end here. So I make an arrow back to understanding with listening to Dharma to make a flow for what I am practicing now. So next slide, I will share what are the causes of me joining the sign language team. Remember last year, 2020, there's a sister who introduced me to watch Thai TV drama, Amazing Grace. I watched and saw their brothers and sisters who are singing Suchi song at the Happy House Life Care Center for community service. I still remember that there was a scene where a woman in a wheelchair missed part of the performance. Grace re-sing a song, a short lyric for her. At the time, I was thinking I can do that too. Then I saw in our WAD group that sign language team is going to share in Saturday morning, and they share and ask if anyone is interested to join. We can join. So in the sign language team, I recognize Sister Xiu Jing, Sister Lily, and Sister Effie. They are my spiritual friends. They have guiding me part of my journey, especially Sister Effie the most. I told myself I want to join the team, but I still wasted 20 days to think before joining. I will share my reverse condition is next slide. I told myself I have to do something before end of year 2020. Yeah, and this is my initial aspiration, my true fasting that encouraged me to join. I just don't want to do nothing for the community for my remaining lifespan. So I'm in the team, and it only takes me 20 minutes to join the team. So is there any difficulties faced? Is my pair of hands. My palms can face down, but I cannot. It's very difficult to flip my hands when palms up. So basically, I can't twist my hand. So certain sign language may be not in place, and it makes me feel lack of confidence. I remember my first video recording, I was caught the hand sign not in place. Immediately my mind popped, oh, am I going to leave the team? Are they going to dismiss me? In actual, I was told to join new song due to lack of practice, and I also missed some few class earlier. So anyway, I'm in the video for the second song that needs us to perform at Jing Si called Gabong. This song I practice is challenging. I even twist my hand in order to perform as a normal hand. But yet negative thought keep appearing. What if they do not accept me? There is a need of volunteer work, need to be early to reach Jingsi Hall. So I'm volunteering myself to at least stay there for a few hours. So throughout the recording, they did not ask me to leave. They even teach me how, and most important is to calm down my mind and concentrate on the recording. Whatever thought I have earlier become pointless until the video is recorded perfectly. I have a low signal internet at my old home running at speed 3 Mbps. I feel quite amazed that sometimes it shows lagging during the practice, but most of the time no. For coming third song recording, we are going to record through Zoom. I nearly failed my recording with Zoom because of the internet speed. It was hard when few of us in the screen and keep on lagging. Sister Wi-Fi record several times through Zoom and tell me if my next attempt same lagging, I will have to do it myself. So happen the internet runs smoothly and the record is done. So the next slide is what do I learn during the learning process is work as a team, and I never feel off let out, and there's no indifference which touches me a lot. Sister Warai also provide private section if really can't catch up. For right somebody is to calm down my mind and concentrate on recording. So just keep listening music in a peaceful mind and keep practicing over and over again. And it's very hard to step out the first step. So never give up easily. Even the process cause pain. For current song recording, we were told that our current Zoom group recording is quite blurring, so we have to do it again. So last time I can't do my own recording due to limited space in phone, but now I can do it. So I try and done. Being willing to try and grace the time is part of my persistence in the sign language team, which give me confidence and ability to move forward. 因为最动人的爱是信赖。Back to Lotus Sutra episode 915. Becoming Bodhisattva is our goal. The Buddha taught us to become a Buddha. We need to walk the Bodhisattva path to benefit ourselves while also benefiting others. I share my story today. Hope it can inspire more people. So, 感恩 for having a pair of hands, and 感恩 our lovely Pure Sign Language team for giving me the opportunity to learn from each of you, and 感恩 Sister YY for inviting me to share today. Back to you, Sister YY. 感恩.
感恩 so much, Brother Edward, for your sharing. Now, maybe invite Brother Joe to give us, provide us the guidance and advice. Yeah, Brother Joe.
Okay, thank you, Brother Edward. Let me find a good angle. Okay, thank you, Brother Edward, for your sharing. I think it's very wonderful that you have formed the steps, right, into how do you go from understanding whether it's 信解行证 or 解证行信哈，就是I think it's important to figure out where we are at that juncture. It's one step to know where the milestones are, and then the next step is, well, then where are you on these milestones? And then the next step would be, how do I advance to the next one, or which one am I the weakest in? I think that's something that goes into the evaluation. I especially like it when you mention about the Pure Heart Sign Language and also the Pure Heart team, because you are motivated to challenge You are motivated to challenge the parts where you know you will be difficult, you will face difficulties. And I think that's a lot of times people refuse to do because they see the difficulties. One thing I would like to say is that what do people see? What do masters see when she sees, when she said that she wanted to build a hospital? Didn't she know that there will be many, many challenges? You bet she does. But what does she see? She sees that there is a need of people. And that's what motivated her. And I think what we need to do is to figure out that motivation. And you figured that out, right? You did that. And you saw the things that you needed to do for yourself. You saw the things that you needed to overcome, whether it was your fear, your lack of confidence, your faith in yourself, or even some physical difficulties. And that comes with teams. So I once again, I really like to go back to the Phantom City, the parable of the Phantom City. Why? Because I think it's not the milestone that matter. It's the people. And when you have the people, the milestones become possible. Before, you wouldn't even think about doing this yourself. So that wasn't a Phantom City. But when there are people there willing to be with you and help you along with it, then all of a sudden, that becomes a Phantom City. And that's why in the text, there was a part that says that the teacher, the guide, waved, and then the Phantom City happened, right? That means what? That means it was there. The sign language has always been there, but you didn't think you could do it. And then it was the guide or the people that was going to help you. They said, hey, let's do this. And then waved at it. And all of a sudden, that's a Phantom City. That's a place where you can try and you can reach your milestone, right? So what I'm trying to say is, ultimately, I think that knowing it's probably the first step, right? And then evaluating where you are, and then knowing how to get from where you are to where you want to be. That's the ultimate goal. And then making yourself do it. And then you gave us a very good story to show that indeed that can be done with people. Okay, by yourself might be very difficult, but it's people that inspired you so that you still did it on your own. I mean, trust me, other people cannot force you to practice, but it was you that wanted to do it. But why? Because you had the help of others that made it possible. So thank you, Brother Edwards. Thank you for your sharing. And I think it really gives me another meaning, because for me, sign language has always been, I don't want to say easy, but it has been natural to me. Like I could see it, and then it would just be natural. Like, oh, I can memorize it very quickly and practice several times, and it becomes something that I can be confident about. And so listening from you, I realized that there are many things, maybe not sign language, but there are things that I know will be difficult to me. And how would I have the confidence to be able to do, to take part in the things that you did? And that's something that I also need to evaluate myself. So thank you. Thank you.
Oh, cảm ơn so much, Brother Joe. Finally, we have Sister Rachel, our little angel with great aspiration. Okay. Sister Rachel joined Tzu Chi in 2020. She is an intern of Tzu Chi KL office attached to TV and film department after her graduation. Sister Rachel will be sharing her insights for episode 910, Teaching the Dharma to All Equally. Sister Rachel, the floor is all yours. And happy sharing.
So I share the screen right now. Hi everyone, I'm Rachel. yeah. Wait, I'm Rachel, and yeah, I'm currently a graduated sitting right now lah. It's sitting in grey, but grey means have two meanings. One of it is I'm currently a 慈济 volunteer. Why not 见习? Is because my form haven't approved lah, waiting for approve lah. And then the second one is I'm currently half 同仁, a half staff. Why is it? Because I'm still intern lah, not a full-time staff. So yeah, and then I joined City last year in March 2020. So I still consider new. Yeah, and English is it's my second language. So really sorry if you feel that my English is a bit not fluent. Yeah. So I joined Pure Heart Sign Language in June 2021. Just 6 months. Yeah, 6 months ago. So it was really a very special affinity, is because every night we have the prayer session, English group prayer session. I really remember that I joined after they were practicing 手语, and I joined the prayer session. After that, they were all discussing about sign language. So I'm curious, what are they doing? So I asked, I forgot, is it Sister YY or who replied me? I asked, are you guys doing sign language? And they say, yes. Do you want to join us? Actually, I was really, really happy because I really, really love sign language a lot. I sometimes self-learn some sign while watching some sign language videos on YouTube. So I was really excited when I had the chance to join Pure Heart Sign Language. And yeah, this is some pictures of it lah. And I must also need to repent lah, 忏悔. Actually, sometimes besides of being not very diligent student, I have a very busy schedule on Sunday, because Sunday sometimes I have teaching activities, or I have part-time work. So sometimes I could not attend the practice. So I'm really, really grateful for especially Sister YY. Just as what Sister Lacey shared before. Oh, Sister YY really she have that patience, to teach me one by one private sessions. And I really feel sorry for her that she need to take her time and teach us one by one. Yeah, she said, Sister Rachel, do you want to have a practice before that? Because before intern, I was really busy for my graduate final project. So she have private lessons with me. Didn't tell me that, if you really can't join, you can join next time. No, she didn't give up on me. So I was really, really touched when she have a private session with me. Yeah, so I'm really, really grateful, Sister YY. Her patience really need to learn a lot from her. Yeah, so while listening to the episode, I have 2 points for it. So we always have imbalanced heart while treating others. So one is it because our past affinity lah. Maybe our past life we have a bad impression. We treat them badly, or we did something bad to them. And another one is no reason. I don't know why I have this, but I think this also this no reason also linked to past affinity. Is like Master once said before, sometimes you like someone, 有个人会很讨喜, you feel that she's very kind-hearted, or her face, her appearance. I know we shouldn't judge people by its look, but some people's appearance are very nice to get together. Some people's appearance are very fierce. So some people, their appearance, when they're very, very easy to get together, we will easily like them. So actually it's also linked to their past affinity. They might do many good deeds in their past life. So while practicing the love in the world, while practicing, I keep imagine that love surrounds me. Love is around me. I need to pass love to everyone. Yeah. So I'm very grateful I'm in the right path because Suji is really different from other Buddhist organization. I know we are a charity one but we always have the Buddhist word there, and instead of just helping Buddhists, because some people may not know, actually I'm still not a Buddhist yet. Yeah, I'm more to a free thinker because I joined church before, and my parents are Buddhist lah, but I feel that I'm still not ready to become a Buddhist yet. So at first when my friend invited me to join Tzu Chi, I was a bit hesitate. Is it Tzu Chi just like some other Buddhist organization, just chanting? I know Tzu Chi have chanting, but compared to others Buddhist organization, they just chant without doing anything. Like I can't feel something there. Like I don't know what's the point of chanting. I know it gives a peaceful mind, but besides that, what about it? So after joining Tzu Chi, I'm really glad that 很脚踏实地 when you join Tzu Chi, it's like you're really doing something instead of just chanting for no reason. So yeah, I'm really glad that Tzu Chi proved me wrong and broke the stereotypes I have with the Buddhist organization. So, as I say, Tzu Chi helped everyone. Like this is the peak that Tzu Chi helped to build church in Ecuador due to the earthquake. Because I also sometimes share with my teacher that Tzu Chi we also help the pesantren in Indo and church, building church. So our teacher was also very shocked, like, huh? Buddhist you're a Buddhist organization why you help with the Muslim people, why you help with the Catholics or the Christians. Yeah, so I think many people are really shocked that what Tzu Chi do is not only in Buddhist but also all religions, because we are one family. So you see we have volunteers from different races. Yeah, so actually learning sign language to me is already not easy because you need to remember and then you need to learn like, what does this means, what this means. But recording sign language is another level. It's really hard. So when you're recording sign language, you have this frustration there that why can't I get this right? And then sometimes when you're at the last sentence already, suddenly you forgot what you need to do and then you need to restart everything again. Very pengsan, very. So I would like to share a short video when I was recording and very funny. I'll share my frustration. Okay. 最后一句好难啊。So it's kind of funny, so I want to share here. So it's like really frustrating when you already finished 99%, but the 1% I will do wrong, you need to restart and then I recorded for 1 hour and 30 minutes for a 1 minute half video. So it's really funny. And then the frustration is there, and then you cannot because when you sorry actually is, I forgot how many percent, but it's more to your expression. So you cannot just say, you must singing, or this is life, or this is hard, like that. You cannot just. So it's more on the expression. So when the deaf people, they see more about your expression. So happy, you cannot happy like that. So you cannot, when you record the next video again, you cannot just have a very like that face you need to smile some more to feel that you're really in love because this song is Love in the World. Yeah, so next. So my solution is like I need to keep on telling myself good luck during every recording, think about something. Like I keep thinking I'm giving love to the flood victims. Okay, now I'm giving love to the typhoon victims. Keep telling myself okay, it's okay. So I really learned a lot about patience. Patience. Okay, tell myself don't give up, it's okay, you'll do it better next time, never mind, because I a bit last minute learn now also, so that's why I also learn in the frustration part. So yeah, this is what I really learned especially the patience I need to say again repeat again that really the patience I learned a lot from Sister YY. So I'm really grateful for all listening to my sharing. 感恩 yay. Sister YY, back to you. Yeah.
You can earn Sister Rachel, you're so lovely. So now maybe invite Brother Joe to give us this kind advice and guidance. Brother Joe.
I really don't have any advice or guidance on how to make a video or how to make sure the recording of it goes smoothly. I have the experience of actually, standing in front of a TV camera, right? Where you have the entire crew. You have the crew, the cameraman. Usually when we shoot on the ITV, right? There are 3 cameramen, 3 different angles. The set that I'm in, 3 cameramen. And then there are the set managers. And then there are the FD. And then there are a whole bunch of people upstairs too, right? There's the control room, and then they control the different scenes and things like that. And I realized that, sometimes it's not you. Right? When you're recording this yourself, it's mostly you. It's mostly that you screwed up, right? But it could be that you're fine, but somebody walked in, or somebody made a sound, or the dog barked, or anything, and then you had to start over. That's not you, but mostly it's you, right? Mostly it's you. Now, when in my own experience recording or on TV, when we do not live, if it's live, it's even if it's live, you just learn to let go. You can't stay in the self-pity for too long, and you can't even tell yourself it's okay, because it's right there. Like you gotta let it go. Okay, but if it's something that's recording, then honestly, sometimes it's not you, and most of the time, more than half the time, it's not you, it's somebody else. So sometimes I feel really bad when it's me, right? I feel really bad when I forget what I'm supposed to say. Usually what I do is I have what I want to say in my head, because usually it's on the spot, and they hated me for this, because I need to, they need to know when I'm going to walk to a certain spot and then highlight me, and they need to know when I'm going to start walking. And I always change my script, what I want to say on the spot. So they never know when I'm going to start walking. And I'm someone so eventually I had to change the way I work. But anyway, I feel bad when I forget what my lines, or sometimes it's just horrible, right? I just, I hang my head, and it gets into my head, and you begin to think like, oh my God, you're all waiting for me. There are 20 people on this set, and they're waiting for me because of what I'm doing. And then I flip it around. When it's someone else, like, oh, my bad, I didn't, the cameraman didn't zoom in enough, or they got something that they're not supposed to get, or it's the technician that didn't have the effect right, or the music was wrong. So there could be so many people that's wrong, right? How do you feel when other people make mistakes? For me, I was very kind. I was like, no, it's okay. Hey, everybody makes mistakes, right? So then I began to think that when I made the same mistake, that's how people are telling me it's okay. And that relies a complete group effort. You don't blame others, and others won't blame you. And then together, we can make this finished quickly. Everybody wants to get done with this. No one wants to stay longer than they have to. And that's when I realized, forgive yourself, because you forgive others. And when you forgive others, guess what? Others will forgive you too. And so it's become a much friendlier. And there are other hosts that's not as well reputed. Like I am considered to be okay. I think I get along well with people, I think. And other people, there are others where the Dai TV crew think that it's hard to get along, and because they're very demanding, like, oh, your camera needs to be here, and they don't like that. They don't like non-professionals telling professionals where they be. And so I just do my own part. And even when I sometimes say the things that over my bounds, they would jokingly say, why don't you just remember your lines better? They'll be very direct with me too. But anyway, so going back to what Rachel said, I think not just about the recording part. The thing you said about Sister YY, I think one thing that I see that's very important is the ability to not give up on people. I think that is the most important thing a leader should have. And so going back to the parable of the Phantom City, one of the most important thing is the teacher, the guide, does not want to give up on anybody. Okay, and so that's what YY did, right? Sister YY did, not giving up. And you mentioned about patience. You mentioned about you learn how to record a video and not be frustrated. You know, patience, it's just another word for not giving up. And I think that's probably one of the most, imagine how many times could Master have given up? So many times. There's so many times where she could have just said, you know what? I didn't need to do this. And if I even, the thing is this, even if Master didn't do this, she would still be regarded as one of the most beloved people in the world. But she still continued to do what she needed to do, right? She was weak and she was sick and ill, but she still decided, Master still decided to take the trip on the first journey, the first trip. Now she's doing much better, but the first trip wasn't. There were some difficulties along the way, and she still decided. So if she chose to not do anything, no one would think less of her. But she chose to not give up on this opportunity. And I think that is probably the most important attribute, just not giving up. So the patience that you talked about, it's one of the attitude to carry out the goal of not giving up. So I think one of the things that that I think is very critical is the aspect of, you know, having that determination to not give up. And then finally, you mentioned about you weren't sure if you're not ready to become a Buddhist. I think you're a free thinker, and I think I respect that. I think we all should be free thinker, meaning you all should make the best choices. You all should make the best choice, and based on your own correct judgment, make the right judgment on what the choices on what you should and should be. However, sometimes there are things that's outside of the bounds of our understanding. There are things that's outside of our consideration, and we just don't know. For example, should I do this or should I do that? And a lot of times you just need guidance. You need guidance from people on things that you don't know. So in Tzu Chi, as well as in many different fraternities, you know, that actually offer this. And in Tzu Chi, I think what Master gave us is a complete solution, right? There is a goal and there is a path, and there are people that walk on this path, and there are people that have done this path and show you what they can do and what they can do for you. So this is a very complete path where, you know, you almost go from a kindergarten to university level to doctoral degree, like all of it together, ready for you. So that's one thing. That's on the very reasonable side, if you want to go with logic. For me, this is something that's a complete solution for anyone. And you have the opportunity to get to know this system. I think it's best to continue to try it. And as a free thinker, or as someone who enjoys and loves the freedom to think and imagine things and try things out, I implore you to continue to try and continue to see the meanings behind not just the chanting, but even the chanting itself. I think to be able to find the tranquility in all of us, that is Buddhism itself. If you can find the true self, if you can find the self where you have the selflessness and also something that is completely void of self, and then be able to think altruistically, I think that's Buddhism already, right? So if chanting gets you there, then so be it. If doing charity gets you there, then so be it. If doing deep meditation helps you get there, then so be it. So I think all these are just ways to help you get there, get to the true self where you are clear and you can make the right decision, where you don't feel regret. And I think that is probably one of the most valuable things, is to be clear-minded, clear-headed. So then when you practice your sign language, you don't screw up because your mind is very clear. That's one of the easiest things that I can think of. So, all right, so that's the response to you, Rachel, and thank you for joining. You are very young and very new in Tzu Chi and welcome. And I hope you do find, as a free thinker, you do find what you're looking for, whether it's the answers, whether it's the questions, or whether it's your calling, whatever it is. I do hope that you find the answer, and let us know when you are needing help, and let us know if you find something that you like, and maybe it will help us bring us back to when we were first joining too, when we had the same questions and same doubts and same issues, and then you can help us too. So maybe that's a very good two-way engagement so that we can both learn. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. And thank you, everybody.
感恩学长。
Okay, 感恩 so much, Brother Joe. Okay, we have all our three sharers have already shared their insights with us. So, Sister Lily, now back to Sister Lily, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
感恩
感恩 Sister YY and Brother Joe for this wonderful session. 感恩 to Brother Joe for allocating time for us despite your tight schedule. Okay, Sister YY, do you want to have a photo? Maybe everyone on the video.
Oh, okay, Sister Lily. Paying homage first or taking the group photo first?
Okay, I think let us take the photo first.
Okay, Sister Lily.
Okay, brothers and sisters, please on your video.
Yeah.
It is convenient, yeah. Cảm ơn.
How about Brother Joe, Sister Stephanie, Sister Pauhanis? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Second picture. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, I heard that maybe tomorrow there is a mobilization of volunteers to go cleaning. If there is, everybody stay safe. Okay, if your shift is on Sunday, and I also wish everybody safe. I wish everybody have the best of days to help the people in need. Don't do too strenuous, but definitely do everything you can to help those that were affected by the flood. So thank you for all your, and I think very soon, very soon. I think it's on Monday. I think Monday that we would be having the video conference with Master. I think that would be looking forward to listen to all of the volunteers sharing on the Malaysia flood. Okay, thank you everybody. Take care. Okay, take care. Take care.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Joe, for your advice. Okay, let us pay homage to the children. Okay. Okay, cảm ơn to Brother Joe Huang and Sister YY and Sister Daisy, Brother Edward and Sister Rachel for the heartfelt sharing and the wisdom sharing. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for your presence today. Hope that each of us could sustain the Dharma joy and take in another piece of Masters and fallen love to our lives. Let us invite Brother Joe to lead us in making 3 vows to the Buddha and Master Cheng Yen as we depart to apply these teachings in our daily lives. Let us pay our respects to our teachers of life's universal truth. Please rise, come together. First vow. Second vow. Third vow. Okay, cảm ơn everyone.
Cảm ơn everybody. Stay safe tomorrow. Cảm ơn Brother Joe.
Thank you everybody. Bye bye. Good night. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Cảm ơn学长，感恩 brothers and sisters. Bye bye.
And stay back for the prayer, Sister Lily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't end the session.
Oh yeah, it's close to 9:30 already, sister. Please don't end another 6 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Cảm ơn so much for joining us tonight.